I've just had another baby, but the problem is that she's not as cute as my firstborn, and I can't stand the sight of her. I, 30 feet, recently had a baby, my second child and my first with my husband, 31 meters. I thought I would love this baby with all my heart, especially considering how wonderful my relationship is with my husband. He has embraced my first child as his own, and we have a seemingly perfect family. But truthfully, I can't stand this baby. My firstborn is perfect in my eyes, clever, beautiful, well-behaved. I love spending time with her. She is my soulmate in baby form. Even as a newborn, I absolutely adored her. This baby, another girl, just isn't it. Even the pregnancy was terrible. The childbirth was terrible. Everything about her feels awful. She cries nonstop. She's not as cute as my firstborn. She spends all of her awake time being angry. She's 8 weeks old, and I spend my days just waiting for my husband to get home so I can hand her off to him. I haven't told him about this because she's his only biological child. I'm sure in his eyes, she's a perfect little angel. Of course, I would never act on these feelings. Whenever she cries, I respond. I hold her, talk to her, and treat her just as I did my firstborn. Even when nobody is around, I love on this baby the way a baby needs to be loved: smiles, kind words, cuddles, kisses, everything. I'm just so over this. Maybe if I could spend 5 minutes with her without her screaming in my face, I'd be able to bond. Even when she's not crying, she just ignores me. I hate everything about this situation and really don't feel a connection with this baby. I'll take this secret to the grave, but I truly wish my heart had room for her. Edit. I wasn't expecting this to blow up. I'll post an update in a few months, hopefully, a positive one. A few clarifications. Before jumping to the poor baby or terrible mother conclusions, please do some research. It's not uncommon for a mother to struggle with bonding. I'm just the one brave enough to say it on Reddit under a throwaway account. She is not abused, she is the light of my husband's life. She is always in our arms. Her big sister is obsessed with her and absolutely adores her baby sister. If anything, I spend all my waking hours trying to bond with her, so this little one gets extra cuddles and attention. I don't hate her. I just don't like her. I don't wish anything bad on her. For those asking, no, we have no support. No friends, no family, this is a new city for us. I haven't slept in my own bed since her birth because my husband works 60 hours a week and can't function if she wakes him up. I haven't had a 4-hour stretch of sleep since she was born. I haven't cooked a meal in 8 weeks. I'm lucky if I get a 10-minute shower. Yes, I'm in therapy and working with a doctor for postpartum depression. Yes, the baby is seeing a doctor for possible reflux issues or a milk allergy, and we are currently trying a specialized formula. Relevant comments. Comment 1. I know what this turns into if left untreated. My mother felt this way about me when I was a baby because it was a high-risk pregnancy, and I had sleep apnea. Everything Up is describing, I felt it from a young age. I knew how repulsed my mother was by me and how relieved she was to pass me off to my father. I always knew she didn't like me, even from around 4 years old. When I was in high school, she even told me that she wished she had never had me. People had different attitudes about mental health back then, so I don't blame anyone. Maybe, even with help, this is just something that happens. But either way, I've never had a mother's love, and I don't talk to my mom anymore. Response. That's really sad. Frown. I'm hoping therapy and time will help. It's not for lack of trying, that's for sure. But some of the other comments are giving me hope. Smile. I'm definitely going to keep trying to develop that bond and connection. I'd hate for her to grow up feeling that way. I'm sure it will click into place eventually. Comment 2. You need to see a therapist before you take this petty hatred you have for this innocent baby out on her. She's not as cute, very weird thing to say and list as a reason for why you don't like your baby as much. Blame yourself and your husband for that, if anything. If we're being real. She cries nonstop. I don't know if you realize this, but she can't use actual words to communicate. Who knows? She could have an underlying issue, but she obviously can't tell you that. Crying is all she has. She doesn't pay attention, she was just born. What do you mean? Her attention span hasn't even developed yet. Response. I would never take anything out on her. I am completely capable of separating my thoughts and frustrations from her. None of this is her fault, she is perfect just as she is. That's why I treat her with absolute kindness and affection. I actually already have a therapist, though nothing has helped yet. I also have a degree in psychology and childhood education, so I'm well versed in development. She is allowed to cry as much as she needs. She is allowed to be as needy as she wants. She is allowed to be whoever she was born to be. I will always respond to her and ensure she is healthy and happy. That is my job. She gets everything my firstborn did and all the love a baby needs. She is a precious little human being, and even with my emotional disconnection, I recognize that. This post was just a way to get my thoughts off my chest in a healthy way, like a diary. Comment 3. Other people have already given great advice about seeking medical support, which it sounds like you're already doing, so I just wanted to offer a different perspective. You have 2 children, one who naturally clicks with you and aligns with your personality. You vibe easily, and that's beautiful. But your second daughter might be the one to help you see things in new ways, offer a different approach, challenge you, and bring fresh perspectives. Of course, that will become clearer as she grows, and it's completely fair that right now feels incredibly difficult. I wish you luck and deep reserves of patience as you navigate this phase. Update. About a month ago, I made a post about how much I didn't like my newborn. She was 8 weeks old. A few days later, I took her back to the doctor. He switched her to a dairy-free formula, Alimentum, which smells like potato stroganoff, ew. The changes were almost immediate. The very next day, I woke up and looked in her bassinet to see an awake baby giving me the biggest, cheesiest smile in the world. Since then, her personality has started to shine through drastically, and it's honestly been amazing to witness. My husband has also been an enormous help, reassuring me, letting me sleep, and helping every moment he can. He even reduced his work hours to support me more. It's still tough. She still doesn't sleep through the night. I think part of her personality is just being a bit of a firecracker. She may never be as easy as her sister. But I wouldn't change her if I could. My daughters are like night and day, completely different. And I love that. I love having one angel and one fiery little rebel. Having this little semen demon smile at me completely changed my perspective. Even in the hardest moments, I can tell she loves me, and I melt over her. She has the most beautiful smile in the world, along with her hilarious angry faces. To anyone else going through what I did, give yourself grace. This phase will pass. Seeing my baby develop, along with starting SSRIs for PPD, has completely transformed our relationship. I can honestly say I no longer have a favorite child. They're both incredible.